Well, hello, 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 and happy Thursday. Today is Thursday on December 29th, 2022. How is everybody today? I am excited to be here. Just want to fix that. A lot of stuff going on top here. And I am streaming on a handful of platforms, so I'm just going to check in, make sure I am where I need to be. And I'm going to dive into my conversation with you for today. So just want to make sure we are where I need to be. And I am currently on my YouTube channel. So those of you who are here on YouTube with me, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. And if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. So this way here, you'll know when I'm on, or you can catch the latest updates of what's going on with our planets. So let me move on to Twitter, because I'm over there too, for those Twitter folks who do catch me there. And just giving it a minute, make sure I'm streaming there as well. And then we're going to get diving. And here I am for those who are watching or will be watching on Twitter. How. And last but not least, I'm going to land on my Facebook page. And there I am. All right. So those of you who are going to be joining me on Facebook, awesome. I'm going to invite some of you in, see who is around at this time. And I'm going to do my best to share some insight with you regarding this amazing energy we do have going on right now. If in case you're not aware, I think my screen just froze. Lovely, lovely, lovely. There we go. I'm back. If in case you are not aware, today is Mercury's first day of its retrograde in Capricorn energy. For those who are new to me, let me introduce myself, Reverend Joanne Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, and the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck. Super excited to be here with you today. Just want to give a shout out to those who might be watching with me. Hello there, Sue. How are you? Nice of you to be here with me. And if you are watching on YouTube or Twitter, I will come back at a later time to see what comments you put down, should you put down comments at all. Those who are with me on Facebook, feel free to communicate with me. Let me know how this is resonating with you. Today, I will be sharing insight with you regarding the Mercury's retrograde and how that's going to influence your Mercury's sign. So yes, in theory, you do need to know your astrology chart, where that Mercury is sitting in your chart. And if you don't know where it is this minute, that's okay. You can always go back and look at it later and then come back and re-listen to this recording, so you'll at least have an understanding to how Mercury retrograde is going to help you during this 3 weeks period. And Mercury is in Capricorn. And what that means, Capricorn is associated with our 10th house. It's about the work that we came here to do, not necessarily your 9 to 5, but the actual soul's purpose. Every one of us has a soul's purpose. Every one of us has something that we're working on in reference to clearing ways so we can really raise our vibration and be the better version of who we are meant to be in this lifetime. And when we understand where Mercury sits on your chart, you can better understand what the lesson is going to be during this 3-week retrograde period. Now, you may not be aware of this, and if you aren't, you're going to learn something. And if you are, it's just going to be a review. Mercury retrogrades anywhere between 3 to 4 times a year. And this is the 4th time. Theoretically, it is the last time Mercury will retrograde for 2022. When you think about it, we are literally days away from 2023. But note that this retrograde is definitely going to influence the energy of 2023. So what you do during this retrograde period is actually going to help you through 2023. Let's talk a little bit about Mercury's energy. In case you're not familiar with Mercury's energy, Mercury is associated with the 3rd house in astrology, which is associated with Gemini. But we're going to put Gemini on hold for a moment and just talk about Mercury. Mercury is about our communication, planning, scheduling, our routines, and it's also about technology as well. Anything dealing with technology very often gets a little sluggish during a retrograde period. So it's really important to observe some patience during this time because of the retrograde. Mercury also has a bad rap. Many astrologers believe that during Mercury retrogrades, it's not the best time to do a lot of things, such as signing contracts, having major conversations, major meetings for that matter, only because Mercury is associated with communication. And sometimes the communication gets a little bit lost during the travel from conversation to conversation. So you may have to come back and revisit that conversation should you decide to have a meeting during this retrograde. Same ways if you purchase something that's a large price, such as buying a house, buying a car, buying a computer, buying a new phone, not the best time to do any of this because there might be some confusion in the agreement. However, that's what some astrologers do say. Now, there are some of us who carries Mercury in a higher vibration, so may not believe in those beliefs. And that's okay. So I'm not here to tell you to change that belief about what you feel about Mercury retrograde. I know many people say to me that they never experience any difficulties during a retrograde, that it just really flows for them. I, on the other hand, often feel the retrograde period in the shadow period because Mercury has a shadow period, which means the week before and the week after Mercury retrogrades, things starts to get a little scattered, so to speak. Whereas again, it took me about 5 to 7 minutes to actually get here with you right now, due to the fact of my internet connection. Not because I didn't have it, but because it was a little sluggish. And these are just some of the things you may experience during this retrograde period. I do believe this retrograde does go until January 14ish. Therefore, we have about 3 weeks of this energy. Today's the very first day of it. Now, in a nutshell, Mercury being in retrograde in Capricorn is going to give us an opportunity to review our schedules. What's on your calendar? What do you want on your calendar? What appointments, what places, what people do you want to meet up with during this period of time? And remember, this retrograde is going to influence 2023, at least until the next retrograde, that is. So you get a chance and an opportunity to decide what's on your calendar for 2023, and do you want to keep it there? Do you want to keep those appointments there? Do you want to continue to go to the same places that you usually go to? This is an opportunity for you to start rearranging those appointments. Perhaps, maybe there's people that no longer in alignment to you based on all the amazing work that you've done in 2022. You may find that you're just not vibing with those people anymore. This is an opportunity to start weaning your way from those people. Same thing that goes with places. It's also a really great opportunity to reflect on your work environment. Is your work bringing you joy? Is your work bringing you praise? Do you feel like you could be the leader at the workplace? And if your answer is no, perhaps this might be the time to use Mercury's retrograde to help you wean out of that job and start preparing yourself for a new one. What I would like to do for you guys today is highlight each zodiac sign, where that zodiac sign is on your chart. And only you know the answer to that question by looking at your chart. For example, my chart, just going to pull it out to be really specific about it. For my chart, Mercury sits in Aquarius, for me, associated with my 8th house. Now, what does that actually mean? Now, do note that every house has a specific meaning to it, similar to numerology. When we think about it, every number has a specific vibration and frequency and meaning. The 8th house in astrology is associated with things that are dying off and things that are coming in. So endings and beginnings, which makes sense. So for me, because it's my eighth house energy, and Aquarius is about the community, my community. And this so is alignment to where I am right now, where how this Mercury retrograde is going to really help me step into some new communities. After all, the last couple of months, specifically the last 90 days, I have definitely transformed my community where my workplace does not look like the same space it did before, obviously. So, my question to you is, where is Mercury on your chart? What we're going to be doing, what I'm going to be doing right now, is I'm going to be sharing a one card pull for each zodiac sign, which means you're only focusing on your Mercury energy. Now, do understand that because Mercury is in Capricorn, this energy is also going to amplify any space on your chart that is associated with Capricorn. Capricorn is associated with the 10th house energy. So anything in your 10th house energy, this Mercury's retrograde is going to amplify. And wherever you have Capricorn on your chart as well, this energy is going to amplify. In addition to where your Mercury is on your chart, as I just shared with mine is associated with Aquarius in the 8th house. I do have several planets in the 10th house energy, which this Mercury retrograde will actually amplify as well. Now, this may be a little tricky for you in reference to trying to understand what it all means about where the placements are, what house, and etc. But if you're interested in learning more about your astrology chart and how all of this energy, because our planets do influence us, plays a huge role in everyday life, whether it's health related, business related, relationship related, money related, friendship related, whatever it is, communication related, especially because Mercury is related to communication. These are reasons why you would really want to learn how to understand your astrology chart. So to do that, to learn more about it, feel free to email, and my email scrolling on the bottom, which is healingwithin76@gmail.com. Email me to find out when the next upcoming astrology class will be taking place. However, if you're really eager, you can join into the astrology class now. We're only into our third week, which is not a big deal. If you sign up now, you can actually get the recordings from week 1 and week 2. For more about that, again, email healingwithin76@gmail.com, and I'll send you all the information to get you started so you can be with us and learn more about your astrology chart and better understand how, when we do have a retrograde, how it does influence not just your Mercury energy and that placement, but also the energy of any planet that is associated with the actual sign the planet is in, such as Mercury's Capricorn energy. So what I like to do now is let's get the cards shaken up. And I'm going to start with Aries. So if you do have a Mercury Aries, this card's going to be for you. I'm going to work right through all 12 zodiac signs. All you have to do is focus in on your zodiac sign that Mercury is associated with. Now, if at that point, when I also get over to Capricorn's energy, and you do have planets in Capricorn, you can also focus on that card too. So therefore, you may very well be looking at 2 cards, which means you're going to be doing work of 2 cards. If you want to keep it simple, just stay focused on where Mercury is on your chart, what house it's associated with. And this is going to help you clear energy from one chakra. It's going to provide you an affirmation that you can use to raise your vibration. And also that word may also add to your journey, in addition to whatever the number is that might very well be associated to your astrology and also numerology. So let's get diving in. Our very first card for Aries, the card is health. So perhaps if you have a Mercury Aries energy, this is a time for you to really take inventory on your health, how you can implement more health-related projects into your schedule. Now, we talk about the chakra here is the sacral energy, which is associated with your creativity, your confidence, your ability to Release judgment towards yourself and others. So with this Mercury's energy, the work that you're here to do for yourself and how it will implement your health. 33, that's 3 energy, as we just spoke about, is Mercury. That 3 is 6. When we talk about the 6, it's about your health, fitness, and wellness. It's about your body, mind, and spirit. But also, when we think about that 6 energy, it's about speaking the truth and finding joy in health-related projects and health-related programs that you may have to start implementing into your life right now so you can have a healthier life in 2023. So that's Aries energy. When we think about that 33, remember it is a master number, so it is about sacrificing. So you may have to sacrifice something so you can have better health in 2023. All right, we're looking at Taurus. So those who have a Mercury in Taurus, this is for you. So your vibration is higher education. Higher education is about tapping into your spiritual wisdom. Utilize spiritual wisdom versus using your ego. So implementing the ability to move into your wisdom to connect with what it is you're here to do, your soul's purpose, your soul's work. That 36, which is 9, this is about letting things go. It's about allowing yourself to travel to different places. Travel so you can gain the wisdom you're looking to gain. This is also about learning something. So this Mercury retrograde might actually be helping you to learn something differently regarding the relationships you are in, regarding your money situation. The color is associated to the high heart. So again, back to that joy. What can you learn that's going to be more joyful for you? Perhaps it could be about relearning some philosophies regarding health, fitness, and wellness. So that's for Taurus energy. And remember, when we think about this Mercury retrograde, it is about what's on your schedule. It's about taking things off your schedule that does not serve you anymore and allowing you to move into a space of things that bring more joy into your life, bringing more balance and harmony into your life as well. We're moving into Gemini. So when we speak of Gemini, Gemini is ruled by Mercury energy, which is a biggie. So those of you who have Gemini in Mercury on your chart, this energy is very powerful for you, not only because of the ruler of Mercury, but also understanding for you Geminis, not to get off topic, but we also have Mars in Gemini in retrograde right now. So there may be a lot of energy right now that's pulling you like a tug of war, so to speak, to get you to take some action, letting things go. So let's see what one chakra you can work on during this retrograde. Interesting that your card showed up in reverse. A reverse card means you want to pay attention to this message, but you also really want to start working on the chakra. And so interesting and ironic, and no coincidence, that the chakra here is the throat chakra. Throat chakra is associated with the Gemini Mercury energy. It is what Mercury is all about, communication. It's also what Gemini is all about as well, communication. Maybe during this time, it's time to implement a little bit more play, bringing that balance and harmony back into your routine and playing more. Doing things that's going to incorporate play. So it doesn't have to be all about business and no play. The number 16, that's associated to the energy we're moving into in 2023. It's that 7 energy. It's embarking into your spiritual wisdom, spiritual evolution, and spiritual awakening that you very well will experience during this retrograde. This is a great time for you to really look at your calendar and ask, where can you implement more play into your day? And use that throughout the entire year. So that's Gemini's energy. We're going to move right into Cancer. So those of you who have a Mercury in Cancer, remember Cancer's energy is really about sitting quietly, being home, connecting with your body, connecting with your mind, connecting with your spirit. It's also associated with the feminine energy as well. So maybe during this Mercury retrograde, you may experience the opportunity to do more receiving, where you're able to receive opportunities where you get to step into your confidence, maybe even be a leader for that matter, or use the Mercury's energy and express yourself. Let's see what card can help you. Also in reverse for Cancer, the word is faith. So this is the perfect time to allow yourself to step into faith. Start believing, start trusting that there's something with this energy where, again, the Mercury in Capricorn is your opposition sign. This is where you get to experience, get to review your shadow period, what you want to become, as opposed to what you are. So that 11 energy is so perfectly aligned because this is about being the master healer, healing the relationship that you have with yourself and having faith that you're on the right track, and using Mercury's retrograde to call in like-minded folks that can help you heal and help you from your shadow work that you have to do. The chakra here is the heart chakra. So it could be where you may be experiencing some heaviness in your heart because maybe you are not in a state of mind of believing. Maybe you're not trusting something. Maybe you're constantly guessing things and feeling as though you're always looking over your shoulder. This is a time to step into your faith and utilize your confidence. Be more empowered and be open to opportunities. So my suggestion is open your hands up and start asking for some support. Use that 11 energy. When we think of the 11 energy in astrology, it's connecting with your community as well. So use this energy. The opposition of Capricorn is Cancer. Use this energy to help you move into being the master healer and having faith. Love that. So now we have Leos, good old Leos. This is a powerful time for you. When we think about the Leo energy, about having more fun, where on your schedule do you want to implement more fun? How do you want to activate, again, your opposite energy, which is your community, Aquarius? How do you want to activate that? Where in your schedule are you doing things that may no longer be aligned with you? Let's see what card is for you. Interesting card for you guys. New relationships. So with this Mercury retrograde, doing the work that you came here to do, after all, that 28 is the 10 associated with that Capricorn energy, this is a perfect time to get out there and connect with your community and create new relationships. Speak up, express yourself, step in your confidence, and ground your energy while doing so. This is a great time to activate your creativity, self-expression, and have fun while you do this. When you activate your creativity and having fun while you do it, this is when new relationships show up for you. So perhaps it's time to let go of some of those relationships that's not serving who you are becoming, and move into that space to be open to new relationships, new friendships for that matter as well. After all, you're a new version of yourself. So that's Leo's energy. Ground, ground, ground. Get out into nature and do whatever it is you need to do so you can be more grounded, so you can focus on attracting new relationships in your community. We always want to remember that every sign has a opposite sign. The opposite sign is a representation of the shadow work that you have to do, the dark side, so to speak. That's what you're sort of working towards becoming, is clearing out the dark side so you can be a better version of who you are. So let's see what other cards we have in store. We have Virgos. So Virgo, for you, which when we think about the energy of 2022, final days of it, that carried that 6 vibration, which was very much aligned with Virgo energy, because Virgo is the 6th house energy, which is associated with our health, fitness, and wellness, but it's also associated with disease. With disease, where the physical pain, illness, and death for that matter. Where when we think about that 6th vibration, how can we embody our body, mind, and spirit on a more wholesome, more graceful, more joyful way, where it doesn't have to be so intense and resistant ridden? So using this Mercury Capricorn energy is in these next 3 weeks is to really ask yourself, how can you reorient yourself with your schedule that's going to help you be more mind, body, and spiritual focused. Mind, body, and spiritual focus. Where perhaps your workout regimen may change from being this high intense stressful activity to something that's going to be more full of balance and harmony and more joyful, where you can literally release weight at a much easily graceful pace versus the resistance. So that's what Mercury may very well be helping you to do during this retrograde. And what a perfect card for you, Virgos. Queen and King. That's the feminine and masculine energy. And recognizing that when we utilize our energies of our planets, every planet has a specific energy, whether it's male or feminine or masculine, not necessarily male or female, feminine and masculine. How can you activate your queen energy and your king energy in being able to receive and give? That yin and yang energy is what we're talking about. Your partnership with yourself as Virgos. Using this energy as Virgos to embrace your schedule, to embrace your mind, body, and spirit, and creating a really great relationship with the whole process of your body. After all, it's the sixth house energy. It is about your body. Connecting the mind, body, and spirit. Love that for Virgos. We're going to move into Libra. So Libra, obviously, you're all about the balance, all about wanting more harmony, being really diligent in regards to what you are married to, meaning your habits, programmings, beliefs, and philosophies. How will Mercury's retrograde in Capricorn help you peel away what doesn't serve you, that doesn't bring you balance? If you are participating in a work that's not really aligned to your energy, but you're doing it because you feel like you need the money, perhaps this might be a good time to review. Does what you are doing and spending a lot of time doing it really bring you joy, peace, balance, and harmony into your mind, body, and spirit? And if it doesn't, do understand that you only creating resistance that's going to create stress in your mind, body, and spirit, which is not going to be beneficial to bringing balance into your system. So you really want to pay attention to what it is you're doing and if it does bring you joy. Which brings me to the card of health. So if you are doing something in your day that you spend a lot of time with, specifically your 9 to 5, and it doesn't serve you, you're not really being fueled by it through joy, and it doesn't feel peaceful for you, then this is a time to really let go of that. So you can actually feel more healthy for that matter. And yes, sometimes you do have to sacrifice. As humans, we are so concerned about making sure we have enough of money that we end up doing things that create a lot of resistance, then that itself blocks the abundance from coming in. So perhaps for you Libras, this Mercury retrograde may very well be about changing your mindset about the limitations of money and being focused on that you have abundance and that you do have a soul's purpose. And that soul's purpose was designed to help you live in prosperity, as opposed to thinking that you do need a 9 to 5 to support your purpose. So that sacral energy is really about clearing the energies of money blocks during this Mercury retrograde, shifting and changing the way you talk to yourself about having money, about how you feel about money, about how you feel worthy of money, and allowing yourself to step into that space of abundance, empowerment, and knowing you deserve. So letting go of all your belief systems about judgment, shame, guilt, and blame, which is all that sacral energy, and really allow yourself to tap into your creativity so you can have more joy during this time. And that will bring back more balance and harmony. So that's for Libra energy. That was a biggie. All right, we're moving into Scorpios. So Scorpios, how are you guys feeling? So when we think about Scorpio energy, yes, it is about the activation of what you can let go of and what you can bring in. Scorpios are ruled by Pluto energy, and right now Pluto is also in Capricorn. There's a lot of energy in Capricorn right now. To name them, we have Mercury, as we already know, in retrograde in Capricorn. Pluto, who's been in Capricorn for quite some time. Then we also have Venus, which is only going to be in Capricorn right until January 2nd. So we only have another few more days to really capitalize on the Venus energy of love and joy and truth. And then we also have, I did speak of Mercury, Pluto, Venus. There's one more I can't remember. Why is it that I went just blank on these energies? There's 4 of them, and I just went blank on them. Give me the sun. How did I forget the sun? And the sun's energy is on Capricorn as well. And remember that our sun's energy is a representation of what we are becoming. So there's a lot of energy on Capricorn. And again, for you Scorpios, because you are ruled by Pluto, it's emphasizing that energy as well. So if you do have a Mercury Scorpio energy, or again, because Pluto is in Capricorn, take a look at where Pluto is on your chart as well. So let's see, what do we need to know for our Scorpios? Perfectly aligned. Completion. So during this Mercury retrograde for you Scorpios, something is coming to an end. You are finally going to finish something. Whether you choose to do it on your own or because of Mercury's Capricorn's energy about really looking at your schedule and letting go of things that don't serve that schedule, that's what Mercury is going to help you with. That 9 energy in numerology is about a completion and transformation. In astrology, that 9 energy is associated with traveling, your spiritual wisdom. So you may have to travel somewhere new in reference to what it is you are completing. And it's also about learning something. Learning and teaching something when we think of that ninth house, which is Sagittarius energy, which can get a little confusing if we let it, but let it not. Sacral energy here is about letting go of your judgment, allowing yourself to step into your space of confidence, feeling confident on completing something, letting something go, and allowing those 4 planets, Mercury, Venus, Pluto, and the sun, to help you really complete this project that you've been working so hard on for the last year. I do want to give a shout out to those who are hopping in with me right now. We have Crystal here, and then we also have Almeen. Feel free to leave your comments below. If you happen to know what your sign is regarding Mercury, I would love for you to put that in the comments. I've already given some insight to the following signs from Aries right through Scorpio. I'm getting ready to work on Sagittarius now. So I would love to know how this lands with you. And know that Mercury being in retrograde is going to help us really explore our calendars of what's on our schedules, what we want to keep there, and what we're ready to let go of. And every specific zodiac sign in itself has a specific theme relating to Mercury's energy based on where it is on your chart. And of course, the house itself plays a role as well. So for Sagittarius, if you have a Mercury Sagittarius, know that because Sagittarius is about the learning, the teaching, the traveling, it may be time to really review the places that you've been going to. Do you want to keep them on your schedule? Or is it time to let them go and get ready for something new? So let's see what chakra is in store for you, Sagittarius. I love it. So this is about communication for Sagittarius. So perhaps this is really about the things you want to speak of, self-expression, stepping up, having conversation, maybe getting in front of a crowd during this Mercury retrograde, maybe not necessarily during the retrograde, but planning it out that you have some speaking engagements coming in for you as Mercury goes direct. So this is the perfect time to start putting on your calendar, setting the intention that you're going to be doing some speaking engagements. You may be having a conversation that may not be in front of a large group. You may have a conversation that's really important that you want to have in a one-on-one setting. But that's what the communication is about. The heart chakra, high heart, is about compassion, kindness, and more joy. So utilizing that energy as well when you do communicate, speaking from more of your heart-centered conversations. 12. So let's talk about that 12. In astrology, it's associated with the 12th house. This is all about how you want to really connect into your intuition, into your psychic abilities, your limited mindsets, your beliefs, your philosophies. A perfect time to evaluate what works and what doesn't, especially those limited beliefs. Anything that prevents you from doing something that you have a heart desire to do, it's time to let go of those limited beliefs. Now, that 12 energy adds up to a 3, which is associated with our Mercury energy and Gemini as well. So, again, if you happen to have a Sagittarius Mercury energy, please take a look at your chart and see where else you have these energies, where let's say, where Gemini is, what's in your 12th house, because that's all associated with you in reference to your limited beliefs. So, what's sitting in your 12th house? What zodiac sign is sitting in your 12th house? What other planet is sitting in your 12th house? Everything intertwines with each other. So communication is key for you, Sagittarius. It's a great time to start planning out some speaking engagements. All right. We're moving into our Capricorns, we've been talking about that the entire time. So for any of you who are Capricorns, Sun Capricorns, rising Capricorns, moon Capricorns, or anywhere else you have Capricorn in your chart, know that this Mercury's energy, Mercury retrograde, is definitely going to highlight all of those areas of your chart. So if you have multiple areas where you have the Capricorn or even 10th house, know this is a huge learning experience during these 3 weeks for you in reference to what you're learning about yourself, scheduling, communication, listening, and teaching for that matter, and technology. So let's see, Capricorns, what do you need to work on during this time regarding the chakra? What word can you use as your affirmation? And how is the number going to add up with everything you're going through? Let's see. That is appropriate. Change. So yes, we have this many planets in one zodiac sign. Whereas, again, I just said we had 4. Now, wherever you happen to have Capricorn or 10th house energy, and it's not in any of those 4, then you can add that to this, and that means there's massive change coming in. Throat chakra. So perhaps there's even going to be a change the way you speak, how you show up, how you express yourself, and an opportunity to step into your creativity and become more expressive. Tap into the things that excite you. Now, I don't know if any of you have chosen a word for 2023. I know that's a really big thing, and I know I have. And excuse me when I say my word, and I hope none of you fall on the floor or get startled by it, but my word is orgasm. That is my word for 2023. And what do I mean by that? What it means is that for the entire year of 2023, I want to make sure that everything that I participate in is going to be that much fun that it will literally give me an orgasm. Meaning that it's got to fill me up. It's got to bring me joy. It's got to allow me to like really feel the vibration. So that is my word. So everything that I'm going to be participating in 2023 is going to be aligned with an orgasm. My question to you is, what word are you going to be using for 2023? Now, when we think about that 5 energy, that's perfectly aligned with orgasm energy because it is about sexuality. It's about creativity. It's about doing things that make you have fun, doing things that bring more joy, and stop feeling as though you have to follow the rules, that you have to do things based on obligation and tradition. This is a perfect time to make those changes. So that's Capricorn energy. I love that. All right, Aquarius. So, for you, Aquarius, Saturn has been in your sign for quite some time, but that's going to be changing as of March. Saturn's going to be moving into Pisces energy as of March. So, we only have a couple of more months where this energy between Saturn and Aquarius about your structure, your foundation, your boundaries, your beliefs. So, for now, Aquarius, and this is where my Mercury sits in reference to your community, how will that be changing for you with this Mercury retrograde? So let's see what's in store for Aquarius. Here we go. Cards in reverse. And we all know by now when cards in reverse, we need to pay attention to the message, but we also want to do the work of the chakra, which is the crown chakra. This is really about the spiritual awakening, the spiritual evolution, the spiritual wisdom, which is the seventh house energy, yes, but also the seventh vibration of 2023. That 10 energy represents Capricorn, the work we came here to do, the work you came here to do for those of you having a Mercury Aquarius energy. New beginnings definitely on its way. Definitely on its way. A new beginning regarding the people you associate with. Lots of new relationships coming in. Lots of new opportunities coming in during this Mercury retrograde. So start preparing yourself for all this new energy that's coming in. As Mercury goes direct in January, you'll start to see all this newness coming in. So prepare. Rest up now so you can get yourself ready. But remember that it's really important to practice balance into your schedule. You do not want to overwhelm yourself and fatigue yourself. So balance is just as important as doing the work. So crown chakra, activating that spiritual wisdom and being ready to start your new beginnings. Cards in reverse though, so pay attention to activating your crown and not getting too overwhelmed by the work that's going to be coming in, because it's going to start coming in with Mercury clearing things out and bringing new things in for you. You are going to definitely be introduced to a whole new set of people, a whole new way of doing things, new places to go to. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, last but not least, we have our Pisces, 12th house energy. Again, this is how Mercury is going to help you possibly let go of old beliefs, old habits, limitations, and help to even activate your ability to tap into your spiritual wisdom, your intuition, your guides. And it could also very well get you to think about what it is you are addicted to, working on releasing those addictions. So let's see what one card for Pisces can help you with during this time. All right, interesting. We're back to that throat chakra again. So again, it really is about what it is you're going to be saying to yourself, what it is you need to say to others, what things don't work for you, aren't working for you anymore. That 22 is a master number. It's about your foundation. It's about building a new foundation. Maybe even building a new foundation in your home, setting up some new guidelines, setting up what you're no longer going to tolerate, and start really allowing yourself to express and show up as that 4 energy, again associated with your home, but also your body too. We think about domestic harmony, bringing more harmony into your body, letting go of the belief systems and the limitations regarding your body, mind, and spirit. So starting to take in some new high vibration words that's going to be more aligned with what it is that serves you. After all, you are a spiritual being. You are the most spiritual sign out of all the 12 zodiac signs. So communication is key. So allow Mercury retrogrades in Capricorn help you bring more balance into your body, into your home, and definitely into your mind, body, and spirit. I love this. I love this. Now, I don't know about all of you out there, but I find this to be fascinating. And I'm hoping that you had a chance to write down the card that represents your zodiac sign, what chakra it is that you need to work on during this Mercury retrograde. So basically 3 weeks, you really want to tap into that one chakra. And if you were bold and you want to really tap into that Capricorn's energy based on where Capricorn or 10th house is on your chart, that means you'll be working with 2 cards, possibly 2 chakras as well. Again, if you would like to learn more about how to really connect with your astrology chart, become really familiar with how each and every one of our planets and all the zodiac signs and houses are associated with your mind, body, and spirit, I would love, love, love to share that information with you. If you feel called to do so and you want to dive into my 12-week astrology course, which is already in session, we're going to be in our 3rd week as of next week. You're welcome to join still. You'll get the recordings. You'll be able to catch up. Plenty of time to do just that. If that's something you are being called to do, you can go ahead and email healingwithin76@gmail.com. I'll get you all signed up. and ready to roll. If you're interested in learning about any additional services that I do offer, you can go over to my website, which is not on the bottom. I should have put it there, but here's the website. It's Holistic with a W, Fitness Barry Cologne. Feel free to email me if you weren't able to catch that in the correct spelling. You can catch all the services there. Well, that's all I have for you for today. I do look forward to connecting with you. I do hope that you have an amazing Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. I do hope that at the end of the 3-week period of this retrograde that you do learn something about yourself. You've cleared your schedule of things that no longer serve. You made space for what's coming in, and you're really excited for the energy of 2023. But for now, enjoy the rest of your day. Until next time, bye bye for now.